the section. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Light heavyweight. Light heavyweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. See what we got in the building. Todd Swindle, CDK Boxing, salute. Rick Blackwell, Darrell Anderson. True Boxing Night. Sensei, Stormy B-Man in the building. Brian Johnson, what's good? PGH Big Dog. Shy Land, what's going on? Dill Spoolie. Paul Carrick, my brother, what's going on? Hen Dog. Ashy Knuckles in the building, salute. Mind of Mansa Musa. Abdul Anwar. Rod Neal, Anwar Willis. Stillwater Boxing, MMA, salute. African Thor, Jarrell Freeman, salute. Smash the like button. Like and share the video. Hate on it. Do a response when I'm not even talking to you. Whatever it is you want to do, go ahead and do it. Because, yeah, we like weirdos. Slim Hussein, salute. Weirdos actually help the machine. So salute to you guys. But let's not waste any time. I am looking forward to this bout. I'm looking forward to this bout. This is the perfect time. The perfect time. But the atmosphere is just too correct. Because everyone's talking about boxing sucks, boxing sucks. No, it does not. No, it does not. Boxing does not suck right now. You know what sucks? Wondering why people that are on the pedestal aren't doing anything. That sucks. But in the meantime, what the public needs to do is ignore their funky behinds. Tell them to go wash it. Step aside. And let the guys who are willing to challenge themselves to become the best do their job. So salute to David Benavidez. Salute to David Morell. Jose, what's good? Big Block. Derek Gaines, the legend. Salute. Salute to these men. I'm not hearing, David Morell, he ain't got enough fights, man. Let the fight marinate. It'll be good in 2028. No. Let's get it now. Somebody can have a car accident and lose their life. Somebody could be on their motorcycle and crash and never be able to walk again. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I just mentioned 2 tragedies. Y'all know exactly the names I'm talking about. Y'all know. The time is now. When it's right, it's right. Who said David Morell don't have enough fights? Bull crap. You know who ruined that saying for everybody? A guy by the name of Vasily Lomachenko. Title shot, second pro fight. And guess what? Has a pretty good resume. If he retired now, he's going to be considered in like 3 years. I'm dead serious. Another pandemic could come. What you mean? Marinate. And as a fan, I'm sorry, I don't like using that term fan, because it's short for fanatic. As a supporter of the sport, what do we care about fights marinating? That's for the businessmen to do it. And for us to point it out when we see it. Hey, man, we know what they're doing. They're protecting this guy. They're trying to capitalize. They're thinking that in 2 or 3 years it'll be worth more money. And you can tell by their opponents. Now, what if they start lining up David Morell with 4 guys low in the rankings you never heard of, but all you see is highlight reel knockouts. Then you catch the eye of the who? The casuals. Oh, who's that? He's knocking people out. It's like, yeah, but that guy was ranked number 30. And he was about to fight the guy that was ranked number 35, but he got injured and he fought the guy that was number 52. So of course he was going to get steamrolled. But you can't have that conversation with the casual, because the casuals are casuals are short bus fans. That's what they are. Snoopy, Matt, Khalid, what's good? Easily fooled, easily distracted, ADD. They're thinkophiliacs. Look it up if you don't know what that is. Because they love it when the industry serves them ish. They're thinkophiliacs on Prozac and Ritalin. And then they come into our chats and be like, oh, well, you talking about this fighter again. Oh my God, you hate this guy. Man, take your short bus, SAT failing, misspelling your first name, you losing points for that type dude. Get out of here. Let's talk boxing. Getting capable because you want to floss your teeth with the pubic hair of the fighter from your same city or some fighter you just got a crush on, which is why I put Canelo Alvarez face in the middle of this. I heard he was ripping this fight. Is that true? I didn't research it. I saw Blue Blood say something about it, but he had something negative to say about this. Is that true? Look at the date. Let me give a shout out to David Benavidez and David Morrell. Mexico, American, and Cuba locking horns on the first day of Black History Month. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoa! What?
Take a moment to shout them out right there for getting it done. Thank you. Thank you. We're talking boxing here. And the two Latinos are getting it done the first day of Black History Month. Thank these brothers. I don't care. Those are my brothers. I don't care. What the F is Canelo ripping about this fight? You know what, Canelo? You can't beat either one of these men. Prove me wrong. You do what you want, right? That's what Canelo, that's what you do. You do what you
Whatever. I do what I want.
Shut up. I'm done with you. You're going to the Hall of Fame. Hang it up. You're breathing all the good air. Sit down and let the new breed do what they do. That's right, Stormy. No pretenders, real contenders. And I have no horse in this race. I haven't even made a pick yet. But this fight, right, this is boxing right here. We could say David Benavidez is at the top of his game. Morell, we're not sure. But you know what? He's game. Darius, salute. He's game. And I have faith in him. I think this is going to be a damn good fight. And it's not, if this goes 12, I'm going to be shocked. But somebody ain't going to make it. Somebody ain't going to make it. How dare Canelo have an opinion about this? And I don't even care if it's a good opinion. Shut up. You need to act like this fight ain't even happening. Unless you're fighting the winner. Because the winner of this fight, you know they're going to say Canelo's name. In English and in Spanish. Canelo understands both. Man. Rip this fight. Can I ask y'all a question? What's Canelo doing next? Did I miss it? What's he doing next? Is he still undisputed at 168? Because I haven't paid attention. What's next for Canelo Alvarez? Who's checking for him? And I'm going to tell you something else. My brother Xavier, I don't know if he's in the chat yet, but he sends me stuff. Waffle, salute. He sends me stuff. Not every Mexican rocks with Canelo, man. It's not like that, yo. It's not like that. Like how not every black person rock with Floyd Mayweather. And we talk about legends in media. They're like, yo, he could be doing better. He could be doing this. He could be doing that. And he's not doing it. You know what he says? They're haters because, you know, I'm like a gazillionaire. Okay. Okay. I'm not in his shoes, but I would imagine if my peers, Julio Cesar Chavez, Juan Manuel Marquez, those guys, if they're talking reckless about me, that would concern me. Dude, you got your money, but you got work to do. Caesar T. Max, salute. Lee Jackson, salute. Oh, the IBF, they took it from him? Good. Don't care. That's what I'm saying. I haven't been paying attention to him. I'm focused on real fighters. And I shine a spotlight on fighters that people worship that aren't doing anything. Doing anything. D-E-W-I-N-G. Doing anything. Shout out to the Baltimore education system. This dude ain't doing anything. Let me look up the rankings at 168. This guy's a piece of, man. Get out of the sport already, man. Go retire. You're going to the Hall of Fame. Canelo Alvarez is going to be in the Hall of Fame in about, if he retires today, he'll be in the Hall of Fame in about 3 to 5 years. William Skull is the IBF champion, another Cuban. Okay. So what's he going to do next? What's he going to do next? Diego Pacheco? Christian and Billy? You already gave us Jaime Munguia. You already gave us Edgar Berlanga. Unbelievable. You wanted Jamal Charlo. Now you wanted Jamal Charlo. But when you were supposed to fight him, franchise status. By the way, where's the franchise belt? Please, someone tell me. Does anybody know where the franchise status went? Anybody? Where's it gone? Nada 86, always supporting in that super chat. Much love. He said, salute. 78, hope you're doing well. And salute to the mighty LDBC. I'm not 78, but salute to the general. Salute, brother. I appreciate you. Salute, brother. Thank you. I guess all black people look alike. Now, salute, Nada. Salute, salute, salute. Aaron Jordan, salute. That's funny. Oh. I love it. Oh, shoot. Salute to the general. Oh, boy. That's funny. Yo, is my, let me see something. Damn it. Sham it? No, it's not here. You know, sometimes I'm like, man, I should have loaded up this slide. And I just didn't do it. Wait a minute. Give me 1 second. I think it's here though. Wait a minute, let me see. No, it's external real quick. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second. That's funny. He said, my bad, salute to you. Man, salute, brother. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Much love to you, though. Much love, much love, much love. I'm trying to find, let me see something. Charlo Canelo presser. Man, when we was at the presser, man, you couldn't even get close to Canelo, bro. He had security around him. I said, man, he's not the president. What's going on with you? Damn, relax. Ridiculous. Had to tell those cats to relax, man. I was like, yo, what do you think we're gonna do? God damn, it was like, yo, you couldn't. I'm like, yo, I just wanted to ask a question to this dude. I can't get a question? It was ridiculous. But that's okay. That was okay. But I want y'all to help me out here. There it is. Help me out here. Brother Reef in the building, salute. Help me out. He's clowning this fight. What I was told. T.D. Harden, Anthony Lamar, salute. He's clowning this fight, but what is he doing next? I'm talking to the real boxing supporters. Who's stoked to see what Canelo? This fight, the David versus David, that's dope, but I can't wait for Canelo to fight who? It's like the two dudes that are roasting each other, and the dude laughing the hardest has the most wrong with him. His clothes don't match. They're not ironed. His hair's he hasn't had a lineup in like 8 years. Bad dental work. Breath stink. Dude, why are you laughing? You about to be a bullseye in a minute. Anthony Lamar in that super chat. Much love. Salute to you, good brother. That brother don't come around and say much, but he does let you know how he rocking. Bomb Squad. Salute. Always support. Salute. African Thor in that super chat. He said salute to 78, aka Uncle Drew. Salute. Man, that's the best, bro. We should rock with that all day. Somebody, when the general goes live this morning, everyone start calling him Drew. Be like, yo, what up, Drew? Salute, Drew. He gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? That would be an inside joke, y'all. Not a salute, bro. You set it off. That's gonna be an inside joke. 78's gonna be me for today. They be like, yo, why is everyone calling me Drew? Everyone be like, yo, what up? Yo, Steve. Yo, Drew, what up? What up, Drew? Drew. Salute, Drew. Someone sent him a super chat. They be like, yo, salute, Drew. Your Patreons really helped me. He gonna be like, what the fuck? Yo, let's do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, you can confuse the hell out of him. Oh, that's funny, bro. That's funny. Said, what up? Shade girl. Salute, queen. Oh, Edgar Chavez in the strong house for over a year. Salute to you, good brother. He said, peace, Drew. In the chat, salute to you, brother. I be seeing Edgar putting in work. He be in the gym. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. TD Hart in that super chat. Salute. He says, Canelo is the emperor of ducks. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Stormy says, the real champs don't require security and protection like that. That's those born insecure, weak mofos. Yeah. Yo, listen, y'all. Bill just walked the street. When he was in New York, we was just walking around. We were just walking around. When Deontay is out and about, he just walk around. There's no security. He just walks around. Don't need that stuff. When you respect the people respect you. Now, I don't know what kind of relationship he thinks he has with people. I told you the Boots Ennis story, right? The Boots Ennis story. King Breezy, salute, brother. Joseph, what's going on? At the presser, at the weigh-in, Haney Garcia weigh-in, I was going into the press section, right? And I saw Boots. I was like, all right, let me get a picture with him. So when I walked up to him, I put my hand up to like tap him on the shoulder because he was talking to somebody. Slick Tom, salute. And one of the white guys, he didn't grab me. It wasn't aggressive. He kind of moved my hand. And then I realized that was his security. It was two white guys. Now, I said, oh, man, I ain't trying to violate at all. I don't want no problems. You know what I mean? I said, oh, shit. I said, my bad, y'all. I ain't trying to make y'all work. I said, yeah, I just want a picture. He was like, all right, okay. But their job is to keep him safe. I get it. You hired him to do that. I'm just saying, people are crazy. Fanatics are crazy. I mean, I get more death threats than any pro fighter. I'm sure of it. But, I mean, it's Boots Ennis. It's not Michael Jackson. But, I mean, I guess he felt he needed security. Oh, fine. You know what I mean? But Canelo, he didn't want to talk to the regular media. He wanted to talk to the people. Oh, when you go to the presser, and I swear to God, this is true. If you don't have one of those big $3,000 cameras, you don't go first. I mean, if you got a really good smartphone or an iPhone, your picture will be just as good as those $3,000 cameras. Believe me, it will, especially an iPhone. But they say, yo, we only letting the big cameras through. I say, yo, F y'all, man. But I got my material. I don't care. Young Abel in that super chat. He said, good morning, Karate Kev. Salute. Hey, yo, y'all, listen. Y'all just got here. When we go to the general, Chiquilla, salute, Queen. When we go to the generals live this morning, everyone start calling him Drew. Good morning, Drew. How you doing, Drew? I'm going to send him a super chat. But, hey, yo, salute, Drew. I'm going to send him a super chat as soon as the show starts. Soon as the show, I'm gonna finish here on time. Soon as it starts, I'm gonna send him a super chat. Like, yo, salute Drew Titan LLC. You have a wonderful day, Drew. I want everyone to start calling 78 Drew. People are like, what the fuck y'all doing? Ah, Tay, good morning. Be blessed at work. Oh, that's going to be funny. Oh, man, that's funny. Anyway, I'm looking at the rankings. Right? There ain't nothing really there that what's he going to do? William Skull? Can I ask y'all a question? Mr. Blap, salute. Let me ask y'all a question. Honestly, who in the chat knows about William Skull? Honestly. Y'all seen him? It's okay if you haven't. It's okay. Tone Brown, I know you do. I know Jose does. I know. I'm familiar with him. He's now, according to one boxing scene, he's the IBF champion. What is he gonna do? I'm talking about Canelo. Is he gonna go run that with him? You think so? I'm curious. You think he's gonna run that with him? Dow Big G, salute. Or is he looking for a big money fight? Because I think Canelo will work hard in that fight. I'm not saying he'll lose, but I'm not saying he's going to win easy. Because William Skull brings a lot of things to the table that at this point in his career, I don't think Canelo want to deal with. Now, I'm also going to say another name. William Skull is the IBF champion. He don't want to run that to get that belt back. He doesn't care. Because in the books, it says that once upon a time, he was undisputed. So he don't care. WBC #1 ranked, Christian and Billy. Now, I know what you're thinking. J Man, salute. I know what you're thinking. And Billy, CJ, salute. He throws punches with reckless abandonment. His defense is not really good. And I know based off of what y'all see, I mean, he's throwing heat. Jab, what's that? Never heard of it. I've seen this guy throw hooks. Like, you remember Super Macho Man from the Punch-Out game? When you missed? Yeah, like that. I've seen him do that. He's a workhorse, but hear me out. I'm not saying he beats Canelo. What I am saying is that's an annoying fight for him at this point in his career. To be waiting to counter this guy, meanwhile getting clubbed, because Christian and Billy's also a very strong kid with a high gas tank. Does he beat Canelo? Don't know. But that'll be one of those what if moments, like what Ricardo Mayorga versus Vernon Forrest moments. This guy, Canelo supposed to style on this guy. You know, I see James Kirkland 2.0 right here, and right upside the temple. Now Canelo can't get his equilibrium back. One of those situations. Now you got to fight him twice if he beats you. And at this point in his career, does Canelo need those problems? No. Now when he can try and snake his way into a fight at 175, is he going to do that? Oh, I don't know, Snoop. I don't know. Wink, wink. I don't know. Well, let's ask. Jose, let me ask you, brother. William Skull was paid step-aside money by Canelo? Because by way of rankings, they should have fought. Like a year and a half ago, right? They should have fought. But we know rankings don't mean dick these days, right? Yep. So you gotta wonder, guys. He was paid step-aside money, and then he fought who, y'all? They paid William Skull step-aside money, and who did Canelo fight? Tone, I like that fight too. I like that. Pacheco versus Billy. I like that. That's boxing right there. And Diego Pacheco's no joke. You see that? You see what I mean? You see what I mean, y'all? You see? Shepherd King, salute. You see what I mean? You see? Canelo Alvarez paid. I hate J-Man, salute. Jamal, salute. Canelo Alvarez paid William Skull step-aside money to fight a 154-pounder in Jamal Charlo. The money grab, where Charlo didn't throw any goddamn punches. That. You see what I mean? Jonathan, salute. You see what I'm saying? And nobody said anything. And there was no promise that I'll fight you later. I'll spin the block and I'll come back to you. No. The trade-off is William Skull has the IBF belt, right? Wait a minute. Hold on. Ratchet, salute. Let me ask y'all a question. By today's standards, in the quote-unquote Devin Haney criticism book of hate, is William Skull not an email champion?
Whoa! What the
I mean, with all things being equal, right? Jim Diamond, salute. With all things being equal, would that not make him an email champion? I'm just saying. See, we got to be careful with words. It wasn't us. It was the haters. But Canelo didn't. He gave the belt up and then paid the man step-aside money to fight a 154-pounder. Where's the criticism for Canelo? And he got the nerve to be talking about criticizing Morell versus Benavidez. These guys are doing things. They're getting shit done. What is he doing? Robbing the bank. More and more, I am not mad at Jake Paul. More and more. Because it's these guys that are the faces of boxing that give Jake Paul light. They did this. Can't be mad at Jake. He gave you a clown fight as a main event, and they're counting it on their records. Meanwhile, that undercard, you can be mad at Mike and Jake all we want, but that undercard, huh? Thomas says Skull won the title by unanimous decision in his last fight, but the belt was up for grabs, yes? He didn't win it from the champion. That's my point, Tone. I know what you're saying, and you're right. But the belt was vacated. Winning a vacated belt, that don't do anything for me. He didn't beat the guy that vacated it. It's like this. And I say this respectfully to Dirt Game Boy, salute. Cameron, salute, sis, salute. Charles Martin. Y'all remember how he won his belt before he got to AJ? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember how he won it? Oh man, his opponent got injured, bro. It was like deflating. It's like, all right, you won it, but So William Scull is the IBF champion, but he didn't beat the guy that had it. Canelo let it go and he fought for it, but it was against, I don't even remember who the hell he fought for that damn thing. So it's like he a champion, but it's, like, wow. It's like getting elevated. I don't like all of those rules. Elevated to real champion or interim. It's like, come on, bro. Matter of fact, speaking of interim, Caleb Plant is the interim WBA. Come on, bro. Canelo hanging around is just, he can afford to pay the sanctioning fees. He's just making things confusing, man. Should have get off the pot. Get out the way. And it drives me crazy when he'll sit somewhere with all this skill set that he has and all this praise that he does get, and you criticize David Benavidez and David Morell. It's not right. It's not right. And by the way, February 1st, I don't know the venue, but it's a done deal, isn't it? The venue's booked, right? Amazon Prime, look at that. PBC, PPV. Prime Video. 8 p.m. Saturday, February 1st. Black History Month. That's done. They done had a press conference and everything. Art. MJ Total Health, what up? Oh, Abel, I said that yesterday. If Jake Paul and Canelo lock horns, they're going to do it on Cinco de Mayo. And if Jake really wants to be a troll, he'll wait to see what Tank is going to do and pick the weekend. If Tank is fighting on a Saturday somewhere, wherever, Jake will fight before that fight. He'll fight before that weekend. That'll be crazy. I was like, damn. What if that venue has 3 weeks open and Tank picks that venue, right? And then Jake Paul says, I want to do the Saturday before. You want to talk about draining the swamp? Jay Bean, salute. Eric O. Whew. That'll be the ultimate monster mash. He'll tell Tank, you know what you do? You get on my undercard, little boy. That's just me thinking, wishful thinking. Anyway, Tone says, who do I think wins between Benavidez and Morell? Man. Haven't decided, bro. I got to look at more tape. You know what sucks? Sometimes you can look at as much tape as you want, and that bell rings and nothing goes according to what you... Nothing works. It's like, God damn, I thought he'd do this when he... Nope. So, man. I don't know, bro. I will say this. We're going to do a breakdown the week before the fight. I'll do it. Me and Stormy will do it. And let me tell you what I've seen when they were filming the commercial. David Benavidez lets himself go in between fights. Bob, salute. Coach 67 in the building, salute. Let me be clear. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Jonathan got Morell at 4. Oh my God, Benavidez at 7. Look at that. Thomas, what's good? Slick Tom, I doubt it. I don't think he's on it. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he is. Sometimes, see, his body type is just like that. His body type is just like that. When he does not train or whatever, he just gets love handles. His chest sags a little bit, you know. But once he's like 3 weeks into the gym, all of that goes away. We know he can get in shape. Right now, because I saw them trash talking each other when they were filming their commercial. I didn't understand the fucking word. It was in Spanish, but they were going hard. David has a dad body, but I've seen dudes with dad bodies that are just athletic. They just look like that. You know what I mean? Todd, what up? He says it's a 50-50 fight. I think so. Oh, Thomas. Yo, listen, Thomas, listen, real quick. I'm 78 today. So when you go to the Generals page later on today, keep calling him Drew. It's an inside joke, y'all. Oh, he got Benavidez stopping Morell in 6 or 7. Oh boy. Okay. Now here's what I'm saying. It's gonna be tough. This is a tough call. Check it out. I'm not too worried about David's physique because we know he can get in shape. In that picture, because David's like 6'2", right? Sick Tom got Morell at 8 or 9. Ooh, my gosh. This is a tough call, man. Yeah, Jose. Morell is ready, bro. Morell is ready. He's in shape. Now, it is from my school of thought, and Stormy agrees, that if you're campaigning at a weight, right, you shouldn't exceed that weight no more than 5 pounds, which means as a professional, this is what you do for a living. So if you're, for example, if you're fighting at 168, Black Gun Owners Magazine, salute. 704 Joe, salute. Yeah, 704. James Toney, but James Toney also played with those drugs. 1 minute he'll be shaped like a pear, and then I seen him in there looking like The Rock 2 fights later. I'm like, yo. Jay Bean Boxing and Betting in that super chat salute. He said Morell gonna dance around Benavidez and leave him brain dead. UD. Wow. Y'all don't think they're gonna mix it up in the pocket? I don't know, bro. Bro, I can't call this, bro. Maybe I'll make a decision when it gets closer. David Benavidez. Right now he's on a tear. And I want y'all to understand he has a high work rate. The power that he had didn't transfer to 175 like you thought. You know what I mean? Is David Benavidez more thunderous at 168 than he is at 175? Now, here's what I'm going to say. His body type, he looked like he was about 200 pounds because he's tall. David Morrell looked more in shape at that commercial, right? He looked more in shape, which means I think his walk around weight, when he's just not training and when he hasn't jogged in about 3 weeks as a boxer, in my opinion, you should be, if you're in between fights, you should be jogging at least every other day. Just do a mile, man. Do a 10-minute, 9-minute mile. You know what I'm saying? So I think David Morell is a natural 175. So this walk around weight when he's not training is probably $190. But David Benavidez, when he gets in top shape, 168 pounds, you know what I'm saying? And then on fight night, he'll rehydrate maybe 20 pounds up, maybe. He's more thunderous, but at 175, he came in at 189 on fight night. In his last fight, I believe, he came in at 189, right? The power didn't transfer. Now, I agree, Jose, I agree 100%. The power didn't transfer. The gas tank was there. LJ Wright, salute. Morell stops from the 7 or 10. Wow. Wow. The power wasn't exactly there like it was at 168, but he's still a legit threat. Does David Benavidez have more? Does he have more experience in the professional ring? And does that professional experience even bother a Cuban fighter? Listen to what I said. Cubans are different. Is it even going to matter? There's so many things with this fight, man. That's why I love it, man. I have no horse in this race. I just want to see it. This is going to be nuts, bro. And if it ends early, if someone get clipped and it ends early, oh my God, bro. And here's what I'm gonna say. Whoever wins this fight, don't even say Canelo's name. Fuck that guy. For real. Juan Rambo says, keep it real. This is Benavidez' 30th tune-up. What do you mean? Explain. I don't know what you're talking about. Help me out here. David in Cuba, he was 175. Wow. Exactly, PGH, man. I just like the fact that these guys are stepping it up. So I don't know what's going on. My brothers, keep a salute. So Juan Rambo says, keep it real. This is Benavidez' 30th tune-up. Okay, explain. I don't know what you mean. Oh, really? That's what they are? So that's why he's here? Juan, you could troll, but talk some boxing while you're here. He said he's fighting a guy with 11 pro fights. I'm glad. Unique Dawn, salute. Juan, how many fights did Vasily Lomachenko have before he got a title shot? Don't help him, y'all. I want Juan to respond because we're talking boxing. He's not being disrespectful. So let's talk some boxing. So you obviously don't like David Benavidez. We're going to get to the root of that. That's cool. Or you're pro Benavidez and you don't like David Morell. That's cool too. But let's get to the root of everything. Let's get to the root of it. He only has 11 pro fights. Richardson says, salute, Drew. In chat, hit the like button. Salute to you, good brother. Juan, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. I'm not beyond the conversation. You know, you can feel how you feel. I think Canelo's next opponent is right here on the left. That's Sergey Derevyanchenko. That'll be a good opponent because Sergey comes in there guns blazing, 124 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? I heard he was in the he was sparring with Edgar Berlanga a few years ago and was giving him the business. Don't block Juan. I'm just asking the question. He's not Aaron. Salute. I'm not, you know, Jeff Spark in the building. Salute. He's being respectful. He's not, you know, he's not doing anything crazy. He's not being racist. That's cool. So let's talk some boxing. Let's talk boxing, Juan. I'm giving you the platform. Anthony, what up? Tony C, salute. Intelligent Savage, Chaz Bleak, salute. Yeah, that's good old Sergey Derevyanchenko. I want to see him versus Canelo. Why not? They try and treat this man like a fall guy. Robbed him against Triple G. He got robbed a few times, I think. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. Oh, yeah? He said, no different than Crawford fighting Madrimov. Okay, Juan, I'm asking you a question, good man. I'm asking you a question. How many fights did Vasily Lomachenko have before he got a title shot, good man? You're not being disrespectful, so we're talking boxing. Let's talk boxing. Okay? Let's talk some boxing. This is what you said. He's fighting a guy with 11 pro fights, which means you're saying that David Morell doesn't deserve a shot with David Benavidez. Okay. Okay. That's what you said. I asked you, accurate salute. I asked you, Prince, what up? I asked you, and I'm being respectful. I'm not, you know, we're not firing shots. Nobody's blocking you. Let's talk some boxing, right? You're here to talk boxing, right? Let's talk boxing. I asked you a question. How many fights did Vasily Lomachenko have before he got one? You can say it's a cherry pick. You can say that. That's your opinion. I'm just asking you. I'm making a point. How many pro fights did Vasily Lomachenko have before he got a title shot? That's what I'm asking you, good brother. That's what I'm asking. But salute to Sergey Derevyanchenko, man. He's a cool dude. He was walking around with no security. He was walking around with his wife and another fella. And very humble. He walked right up to Blue Blood, y'all. He's like, hey. And he had on a hoodie. And I looked. I said, yo, that was Sergey Derevyanchenko? He said, yeah. I was like, oh, shit. Blue's that dude, man. So I'm just asking, one, because I'm trying to make a point. We're talking boxing here. We're not insulting anybody. We're not blocking nobody. We're just talking. So let's have a conversation. This isn't no aha moment or nothing like that. You're talking boxing. Let's talk some boxing. You said that this is his 30th tune-up, talking about Benavidez. And you also said that Morell only has 11 pro fights as a means to saying that he doesn't deserve this type of fight. He's not on this level yet. So I'm asking you, how many pro fights did Vasily Lomachenko have before he got a title shot? That's what I asked you. Do you know? If you don't know, that's okay. Because I'll let you know. I'm asking you, and I'm being respectful. I'm not calling anyone out their name. We're not doing that. You made a statement. I beg to differ, so we're going to have the conversation. It's okay. He says this is not for a championship fight, though. Okay? It's not. You know what was supposed to be for a championship fight? Benavidez versus Canelo. And somehow that didn't happen. But Juan, let's baby step this. I asked you a question, good brother. I asked you what I asked you about Lomachenko. All right, you're not answering the question. So phenomenal, salute. Let me help you out, Juan. Vasily Lomachenko. People think he's great and he's this awesome guy. That's all a matter of opinion. I really don't care. Second pro fight, he got a title shot and he lost to Orlando Salido, who had how many losses? And was overweight and all kinds of. He was supposed to be target practice for Loma, and Loma couldn't do nothing with him. Lost to him, and then he didn't even get the win back. Now, is that just boxing or was that politics? So this fight is not for a belt. The WBC, those guys, I don't care about those guys. Lamont Roach versus Tank Davis, which I don't know if it's even happening. I don't know. That was not for a belt. They were just doing it. Antonio Tarver and Glenn Koff Johnson put business aside because they were the next best thing. In I think at 175 when they fought, they had to put business aside just to make the fight happen, and because at that point it was a popular demand. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't talk crazy about these sanctioning bodies and then turn right around and say, well, it's for nothing. It's not. Listen, those belts are nothing. They're worth nothing. The WBC, I don't respect them. Where's the franchise status? It's gone. It was around just enough to disrupt what was going on and to protect who they saw value in. Canelo Alvarez and Vasily Lomachenko. Which is why I brought him up. So this fight is for everything. Because I'm tired of talking about money and belts and sanctioning fees. These guys, Terrence, what up? These guys are going to make money and not have to split anything with the sanctioning bodies. You understand? And this is how fighters and fight fans take their power back. Defund those guys. The WBA, I respect them? No, I don't. Ask Michael Fox. I don't respect them. Gloria Martinez, I don't respect them. The WBO, whatever Bob orders, them? Huh? Really? Them? The IBF, they stand on business a little bit. But I don't trust any of these guys in the long run. How many good fights, how many great fights in boxing could be made right now that don't involve a belt? A bunch of them. You see what I'm saying? So, that's my take on it. What would David Morrell be doing right now if he wasn't fighting David Benavidez? What would he be doing? So you say he has 11 pro fights. Great. Loma had one and got a title shot and lost. And then they want to act like it didn't happen. I can prove that. Look, ESPN, and he lost the Salido fight on HBO. A couple of years later, ESPN tells us he's 14 wins, no losses with 10 knockouts. And this ain't the first time they did that. Man, I was checking my TV for the Men in Black Mystery Flash. Oof. I'm like, they trying to No, I still remember the Salido loss. I watched it. It's still there. But that's what they try and do to us as fans. They don't respect us. The sanctioning bodies don't respect us. Mauricio Silly, man, disrespected the supporters of boxing the most with that franchise nonsense. That was the worst. That was the worst. I couldn't believe it. And then got on Fred's show and tried to explain it. And when he explained it, Fred and everybody was in the chat was like, wait a minute, Mauricio, that still don't make any sense. All he could say was, look, it's a new concept. It's still good. It's not good. You know why I know it's not good? It's not around anymore. The franchise status is why we didn't get, you know what was for? The marbles? Rambo, if you're still around. When Canelo was about to defend against Jamal Charlo, what was that, like 2018? A year or two before COVID. And Jamal was the mandatory. And then up appears the franchise status. He accepts that and vacates the real belt. And we were like, yo, what are you doing? And that's how Jamal ended up with the real WBC strap, because Canelo didn't want to defend it. We called him a duck. We say, yo, bro, that's a duck. And then the black versus Mexican thing. No, actually, not even black versus Mexicans. It was the black fans and the real fans, multiple fans of all races, cultures, and creed that say, yo, that's fucked up. But the Canelo fans, the unconditional Canelo fans, they started saying we're racist. We was like, wait a minute. No. He was supposed to fight him. We're racist, though. Canelo could do what he wants. No, bro. You made this bed, now you got to lay in it. So now here we are, years later. Now Benavidez and Morell can't mix it up. Other than to see who's the best, they're going to get paid. And they ain't got to pay no sanctioning fees to some sanctioning body that don't respect them. No. When did Mauricio Sillyman tell Canelo, you got to fight David Benavidez, or we're not going to give you any more belts? Fuck you, man. You don't tell Canelo what to do, right? This is what I'm talking about. So I have no problem with what Morell and Benavidez is doing. That's boxing. They're going to see a few million off of this. We're not talking. You notice we're not talking about who's getting paid what? You notice we're not talking about that? We're not talking about what belts on the line. This is refreshing. This is what boxing is supposed to be. Now these two young lions are fighting one another. I'm not sure who I got yet. I'll narrow it down when we get closer. And I could still be wrong. But where does Canelo play into all of this? He had a big opinion. Well, if you have a big opinion, are you fighting the winner? How about this? Who wants to bet he'll fight the loser rather than fight the winner? If Benavidez has a tough win, and it's like Gaddy Ward, but he wins, or if he loses UD or split decision, Canelo be ready to fight him then. You know how I know? You know why I can assume that? Because he did it already. Dimitri Bivol. Bivol looked like trash to fight before he fought Canelo. Trash. Then he tried to sneak up there and grab his belt. He got his face boxed in. That's the truth. That's what happened. I said, oh, man. Meanwhile, the WBC champion, whom Canelo has a brilliant relationship with the WBC, was Artur Beterbiev. Why he didn't go up and fight him? We know why. Because he'd have ended Canelo's career. But whatever. Artur would have beat the shit out of him. You don't agree? That's cool. He ain't fight him. And he could have. He ain't fight him. Canelo tried to go to cruiserweight to fight Badou Jack. Badou answered the phone, was like, yeah, cool. Canelo payday, I'm with that. Yeah, okay. Okay, but can you drop 18 pounds? I'm a cruiserweight. What do you mean drop 18 pounds? Yeah, we want to fight for your belt, but you got to come down 18 pounds. He said, F you with a lit flare, and won't you go fight Benavidez? Bang the phone on him. That's a true story. Check the Twitter. Not only did he tell him no, but go fight Benavidez. That happened. So all this talk about, it not being for a belt, I don't buy into it. Now, before I go any further, did I lie on Canelo? Did I lie on him? Did I lie on Benavidez or Morell? Did I lie on the sanctioning bodies? Do they respect us as supporters? Franchise status? Letting mofos hold the belt for 10 years and they ain't fighting 2 years? Letting people like Lomachenko skip the line? Come on, man. Eric L. J. Man. Geo James. Exactly. WBC. We back Canelo. Yeah, exactly, bro. Mauricio, Jay Bean says, Mauricio wanted little homie Kermel Morton first fight to be for a world title, but Vegas commission denied because he was 17. What are they trying to do? Capitalize on marketing schemes. If Kermel Morton had fought and won, he'd have went on a bum bash for like 10 fights, bro. Gotta remember, Top Rank has some of the most best matchmakers in the world. And we'd have been thinking we're looking at a prodigy, but realistically, he was fighting 10 fights that are made to order. And they tried to do it with Lomachenko. And Orlando Salido said, "Hold my tacate. I'm gonna beat this guy's ass." And he did. Stephen X, my brother, salute. See, I ain't gotta lie. I ain't gotta lie. I just gotta point out what happened. This is easy. Slick Tom in that super chat salute, he says, Canelo voice. I can see something. Yeah. He thought he saw something in Badou Jack. Badou says 18. They want it. Badou's not a fat dude. 18 pounds? That's not cruiserweight. He wanted to bring him down below 168. Come on, man. He said we black computerol. Man, what happened to Rambo? I was having a conversation, good brother. See, I want you guys to understand something. Y'all watch Star Trek at some point, any point in your life? You know what the most interesting species on that entire show was? Vulcans. And when you learned their history, you reckon, y'all know the story of the Vulcans? Now, I'm not a Trekkie like that. But I remember watching the old Star Trek and, Spock was an alien, but he was physically stronger than the average. Vulcans are stronger than us. And I recall them telling the story about the Vulcans. They're saying they used to be a super violent race. They were worse than the Klingons. The Klingons have a history of being violent. The Vulcans were worse. They was like, well, why y'all so peaceful now? Why do y'all talk all peaceful? He says, well, when we was on the verge of extinction, we was killing each other. And they said, well, we just sat down and decided to work out our issues with logic. Wasn't that Spock's favorite word? That's illogical. That's logical. But it's logic! Boxing would be a better place if we used logic. How the hell is Canelo allowed to move and shake like how he is? But meanwhile, Benavidez and Morell is a bad fight? How? We don't listen. Are there any fans of sanctioning bodies in here? CJ, salute. Listen, man. How? Are there any fans of sanctioning bodies here? And if so, just let me know why, because I don't know. Oh, yo, if y'all just getting here, the joke for the day. Everybody, when y'all go to the Generals Live today, everyone call him Drew. I'm 78 today. The 78 is going to be Drew Titan. It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke, y'all. Everyone, when y'all go to his, y'all go to his chat, refer to him as Drew. When you're commenting, just keep calling him Drew. Oh, that's gonna be funny as hell, man. Never Sober says weird joke. No, you came to the party late, bro. So I don't know if you're trying to fire a shot. Is that a dirty joke? But that's what happens when you walk into the classroom late, and everyone's laughing. You're like, hey guys, what's so funny? You got to ask what's so funny before you got to ask why that's funny. So are you asking or are you just firing a shot? Let me know, because, we can roast. I'm good. Peter the Great, salute. Brown on Boxing, salute. That's why I say, for those who just got here, today I'm 78. Today he's Drew. It's an inside joke. So I don't know. Never Sobers, are you trying to roast? If you're trying to roast, that's cool. I'll let you have it. That's cool. Gerard Harlem in the building, salute. So are there any fans of sanctioning bodies for whatever reason? I don't know. Maybe you've worked there before, or a fighter that you follow waved that one belt for a long time. I don't know. Is there anybody? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Anyone? Steve L, the Mizak, my brother, salute. Tell my other brother I said, what up? Nobody, right? Okay, that's cool. I don't know why people will try and tear down this fight. Morell versus Benavidez. I don't know why. I don't get it. This is what we need. And I think the fact that there are no belts involved and both of these young lions are willing to, you know what? King Bonnie, salute if I missed you. You know what? I was about to say take this risk. Boxing is a risk in itself. They don't see this as a risk. This is just what they do. Do you understand? This ain't no risk because both of them know they're going to win. They're getting credit. They're giving credit for taking this fight. Because you know why? The atmosphere of boxing, the business is supposed to keep them away from each other for as long as possible until there's a big old showdown. Both of those men said, nah, F that. How do you say F that? I want all the smoke in Spanish. Someone put it in the chat. F that, I want all the smoke. I could beat this guy. I salute David Morell. He didn't have to do this. He could have been like behind the scenes, like, I only got 11 pro fights. I don't want to do this yet. Let me make some money. Let me bum bash a little bit. Let him wear down, and when he's wearing down, then I'll get him. Let him do that. He didn't do that. Morell wants to smoke now. How do you not respect that? How do you not respect David Benavidez for saying, waiting on Canelo? He ducked me. That's it. He's a Hall of Fame fighter, but if he's that great, he ducked me. He ducked me. Period. So you see this young lion over there? We're going to mix it up. How do you not respect that? Quiero todo el humo. El humo? Am I saying that right? Oh, there it is. That's the order today. Slip the jab, salute. Let me put that up there. F that, I want all the smoke. So I salute Benavidez. I salute Morell. Fuck that. Because you know who wins? We do. This is not... Who's against this fight? Anybody? Sugar-free Mars in the building. Salute, Queen. Who's against this fight? And that's what I'm saying. Why is Canelo... What is he laughing at exactly? Who threw the mic in his face saying, yeah, Morell and Benavidez, they fighting. Your thoughts? I'd be like, yo, how do you say, what the fuck are you laughing at in Espanol? What are you laughing at? What's so funny? What are you doing next? Get out the way. You're going to the Hall of Fame. Let the guys that are doing things do it. You're just in the way. What are you doing? How the sanctioning body should be working is if you have a mandatory and you're willing to pay for step-aside money or whatever, they say, great. You pay them, but if you're not fighting, we're taking that belt, bro. You go ahead and fight who you want to fight, but we're taking our product back. Because now we have to have the title's going to be up for grabs, and your mandatory has to fight the #1 contender because of you, because you don't want to do what you're paid to do. You ain't going to play chess with our belt. Give us more shit. Do what you want, but give us our shit back. And the sanctioning bodies need to drag them, but they'll never do it. You know why? How much money do you think Mauricio Suleiman makes seeing his belt around a champion's waist? Which is why they pick and choose. Where's he from? The demographics. You know, they call black fans the demographic, right? Where's this guy from? Or this woman is from? How many pay-per-views they can sell with their country? We want to drain that swamp as much. We want to maximize our dollar. We want to see him winning or her winning with our belt around the waist. Why do you think they allowed Jermall Charlo to hold on to that belt for how long? He was having all kinds of mental issues. They ain't take that belt off his waist. Y'all ever asked about that? Because I know there's somebody watching. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get Drew. I'm gonna make a response video because Jermall Charlo was Mauricio Suleiman did not take the belt from him. He didn't. You ever thought why? I told y'all why. Y'all ain't listen. Wanna know why? These people are symbolic. When it was time for Jermall Charlo to fight Canelo, Canelo became a franchise champion, courtesy of Mauricio Suleiman. Jermall Charlo has had all kinds of mental issues and faded off in obscurity. And then Canelo was trying to force that fight. No, I want that fight. I want that fight. I want that fight. And you know Jermall Charlo is not mentally correct. But you was really pushing for that fight. Because those people are symbolic. And all they wanted to see 20 years from now is when you look at Canelo's record, you saw not one, but 2 Charlos on it. And that's all that would have mattered. But we who watched this thing, we're going to be left to explain, hold on a minute, he didn't fight the real Jermall Charlo. The Jermall Charlo he was supposed to fight was in 2018. He didn't do it. And then we'd have to explain about the franchise status because nobody wants to talk about that now. Nobody. The same franchise status, there's 3 of them, y'all. There's one down in one of those booger weights, too. There's 3 of them, though. Canelo was the first. There's some dude in the booger weights that was second. And Loma was the third. I think he was the third. Don't matter. But when it came time for him to fight Devin, what happened? Let me get one of those franchise. Served him right up. Then Devin became the email champion. Right? You guys, that's what I'm saying. That's why we're here to talk about it. I'm not here to celebrate anything. We're telling the truth. How dare Canelo criticize these two young lions? How dare, dude, who are you? One guy, Morell, you'll never fight. The other guy, you openly ducked. Let me give you some math and salute to Shower, my queen, salute. Let me bring you up to speed. Mauricio Suleiman has gamed everybody. He's gamed everybody. And for you guys who are unconditional fans of Canelo Alvarez, that's just what you are, an unconditional fan of that guy. What you're not is a supporter of the sport. That's what you're not. Which is why I can't take you serious. Because I don't have to cut down Canelo. I'm just telling the truth. Did I say he's trash in the ring? No. I'm asking why, if he's still fighting, he has contemporaries he's not fighting. Why? Who thought Berlanga was going to win that fight? And there's no shade to him, but he wasn't favored to win. He didn't get knocked out, but he wasn't favored to win. Let me remind y'all about Canelo Alvarez. When it came time, when people cornered him and asked him, yo, what's up with you and David Benavidez? What did he say? All David Benavidez has to offer is additional 20 pounds on fight night. So rehydration clause him. Say if you weigh in at 168, you can't come in no higher than 170. Edgar Berlanga came in at 193 pounds on fight night. Some people say he came in at 200. Either way, that is not 168. I don't remember what Canelo came in at, but he came in at 193 pounds on fight night. David Benavidez went up, and I think he fought Bostic at 175. He rehydrated and came in at an awesome 189 pounds. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Salute Aztec. You might be right. You might be right. Oh, he was like 190 or something like that. So Canelo rehydrated to 192. Okay. So let me get this straight. Benavidez went up to a higher weight class at 175. Still sharp and still. Salute. Came in on fight night at 189 pounds. Berlanga, fighting at 168 pounds, came in at 190. No, 193 to be exact. Wait a minute. 89, 90, 91, 92. Okay, we all know math, right? A little bit of math. I would like to think some of you know. Isn't 193 heavier than 189? Isn't it? So Benavidez at a higher weight class was lighter than Berlanga at a lower weight class on fight night. So what the fuck is Canelo talking about? He's afraid of David Benavidez. Don't tell me he's not. Because if he wasn't, he'd have fought him. He's giving you John Ryder and Billy Ho Saunders and all these other crazy, and y'all let him do this. I'm done asking people why do they deal with this, because y'all just like being punching bags. Y'all are the punching bags. Y'all the abused spouses. Y'all go to work with bruised eyes like y'all were in the boxing match. Like, what happened? Knowing that Canelo did you dirty, hurt your feelings. You're like, nothing. He loves me. Aztec says Canelo ain't afraid of Benavidez. Benavidez never activated his mandatory. Let's have it like that. Let me ask you a question, Aztec. Let me ask you a question. Who's the A side in Benavidez versus Canelo? Don't anyone help him. Don't block him. We're having a conversation. Who's the A side between Benavidez and Canelo? Who's the A side? Because we like talking about business and stuff, right? Who's the A side? Who makes the calls? Why didn't Canelo tell him that we're fighting? My next opponent starts with the letter B. We said, oh, he's fighting Benavidez. No, Berlanga. Huh? Huh? Good morning, press. I don't know what you're talking about. Holy shit. Huh? What are you talking about, dude? That tongue lashing I gave you yesterday, nephew, was so bad and severe. You went to sleep. You went through the rest of your day thinking about Devin. What are you talking? Okay, try and catch up. You woke up early in the morning to catch up with me. Dad joke. We're talking about Canelo, Benavidez, and Morell. Can you talk about that, young man? Press. Prize fighter, salute. Can you talk about that? But shout out to the special education of Baltimore. But I'm talking with my brother Aztec. Aztec, salute to you, good brother. Salute to you. Here we go. Easy. Canelo makes 20 mil plus with any fighter. Why would he give a guy being disrespectful a chance? Canelo would have fought him no problem if he activated his mandatory. That is an absolute lie. Because that's not what Canelo said. Canelo said all David Benavidez has to offer is an additional 20 pounds on fight night. That's what he said. So when I just asked you, what if he's the A side? Why didn't he fight him? Why didn't he call for him? Because David's been calling him. And notice, ladies and gentlemen, he's bringing up money. And what are you talking about? Why giving a guy who's disrespectful? Caleb Plant was disrespectful to him. He fought him. He fought him. He fought him. What do you mean he has no belts and nothing to offer? Can I ask you a question? What did John Ryder have to offer? What did Billy Ho Saunders have to offer? I'll wait. Cook Monster says David's a weight bully, bro. Which David are you talking about? You see what happens when you just pull up late in the class? Press, take note. This was your crew hanging out. Cook Monster says David's a weight bully, bro. Got it. Cook Monster. How much did Edgar Berlanga weigh against Canelo Alvarez on fight night? I'll wait on you because I just said this. You just pulled up. See what happens when you're in class late? You see what happens? Aztec. I've heard you guys say, when I'm saying you guys, I've heard you guys say people could pull out of fights for being disrespectful. This is boxing, where you punch the person in the face who's being disrespectful. But I'll get back to you. So, Cook Monster says 193 pounds, right? Yo, you tell me. But let's go with 193. Cook Monster, how much did David Benavidez weigh versus Vodstick in his last fight? Go. I'll let you Google it. Go ahead, it's okay. Hey, yeah. Clarence, salute, good brother. Bronx on deck. I don't understand, bro. If you make weight, you're not a weight. But go ahead. Let's play the game. You don't know that one. Let me help you out. But Benavidez came in against Vodstick 189 pounds. And that was at the higher weight class. So Berlanga came in heavier against Canelo than Benavidez came in against a 175-pound fighter. Weight bully? I'll let you cook on that, monster. Now let's get back to Aztec. Hold on, John Ryder activated his mandatory. He could activate his mandatory, but how many times did Canelo dump a belt rather than fight his mandatory? Aztec, go. You done stepped on a landmine now. Please stop talking to me like mandatories are everything. There's a history of fighters paying step-aside money and not fighting their mandatory. Case in point, William Skull, who's the IBF champion at 168. How'd that happen? Who's the guy that fought Sergey KK Kovalev? How many times was he paid step-aside money before he finally fought him? No, Aztec, stay right here. Don't talk to me about resumes. Don't do that. He said John Ryder has a better resume than Benavidez. Irrelevant. He was there. I asked you a question. And thank you, JB. And I was just going there, but we'll talk about that. Benavidez fought 3 eliminators. There's no excuse for Canelo to not have fought David Benavidez. And again, when he was asked, he didn't say, well, all he got to do is activate his mandatory. He said, all Benavidez has to offer is an additional 20 pounds of fight night. Meanwhile, Edgar Berlanga came in at 193. And Benavidez, who moved up to 175 and decided not to wait on Canelo, came in at 189. There is no way you could flip this. There's no way. Good try, but we're educated over here. We've been through this. Canelo is the reason why he's fighting Morell right now. He's the reason why he's not at 168 right now. He said, I'm not going to wait on this dude. I'm moving on. Canelo's the A side. He's fighting dudes that are not mandatories. Thank you. Alito Alvarez. I couldn't think of his name. Kovalev paid him step-aside money 3 times, bruh. 3 times. And you know why no one cared? Because no one knew who Alito Alvarez really was until he got in there and beat Kovalev's ass. That's when we was like, oh, him. That's why he paid him step-aside money. So I asked early in the show, Aztec, why didn't he just fight William Skull? When someone pays someone step-aside money, there's a reason. Maybe there's something going on there that we are not even thinking about, but they know. If you think that Canelo didn't know about Benavidez 5 years before we even heard of him, you're bugging. He has top-tier matchmakers and people to watch out that watch the rankings on his payroll, and they report back to him, hey man, this guy right here in the next year or two, we can't deal with that. We need to move up or retire. Benavidez could have fought Benavidez. I'm just reading how you wrote it, brother. Benavidez could have fought Benavidez. He lost the belt on the scale and to coke. What? I'm reading it how you wrote it. Let me start at. Okay. I'm reading it how you wrote it, bro. You had time. Benavidez could have fought Benavidez. He lost the belt on the scale. Okay. Then he says, Yildirim activated as mandatory. Oh my God. Let me educate you, Aztec, because you're going off the rails right now. Let me stop you before it gets worse. petitioned to fight Avni Yildirim. And since you want to bring up things that are irrelevant, like losing the belt on scales and cocaine and stuff, cool. He petitioned to fight Yildirim. And I think he did it twice. And this is his former sparring partner. And nobody asked for this. Nobody. Did you pay for it? Because this was on DAZN. Did you pay for it, by the way? Aztec, did you pay for that fight? You mean to tell me all the names he could have fought? All right, you're a Canelo sympathizer. I see it. Canelo is the first franchise status. Aztec, where's the franchise belt? Where'd it go? Rhetorical question. All right. By the time you did decide to fight a Charlo, it was the 154-pound Charlo. Brave. Before that, you petitioned to fight Avni Yildirim. You didn't have to do that, and I remember that. Everyone was like, whoa, what the hell is he doing? Yildirim didn't activate a mandatory. And guess what? What does mandatories even mean today? I just told you, he paid William Skull step-aside money. To do what? To do what? Fight a 154-pound Charlo? What? Where's the bravery in that? So, and we had another dude in here talking about David Benavidez is a weight bully, bro. You fought a 154-pound undisputed champion in Charlo, whom they stripped as soon as the bell rang. He didn't lose his undisputed championship at 154, but as soon as the bell rang, when he fought Canelo, they took the belts. I think they took the WBO from him. That doesn't make Canelo a weight bully? Oh, I get it, because he decided to go up. But David's the weight bully, but Berlanga came in 193 pounds on fight night when the belt was sanctioned at 168. David Benavidez fought at 175. His last fight, he came in at 189, lighter than Berlanga. There's nowhere for y'all to go with this. And I keep it so simple here. You can talk to me about money and everything else. Irrelevant. Canelo has no heart. He's a Hall of Famer, but he has no heart. And at this point in his career, he needs to go sit down. He should have no negative opinion about these two lions about the fight. Period. That's my point. No. Aztec, you're not being smart right now. You're not. You're really not. You're really not. You're standing in the pocket for Canelo. Let's keep it simple here. Let's entertain what you're saying. You saying he requested to fight for a vacant title, not Yildirim? That's a lie. He fought hard to fight Yildirim. He wanted to fight Yildirim. My point is, why was he trying to fight? So you had to look it up? Dude, we was all here for that. I might have a video about that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. You're on my other page. I just want to make sure you're a real person. Okay, you're a real person. Yildirim was ranked number 2, but not the mandatory. So why was he petitioning to fight a person that's ranked number 2? You're tripping on your own words, young man. What are you doing? You were cool with the Avni Yildirim fight? Hold on, stop. You were cool, and mind you, y'all, he's talking about David Benavidez with scales and cocaine, clenbuterol. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's put that aside. Clenbuterol and tainted meat. So let's not talk about drugs. Moving on. If Yildirim was ranked number 2, you said you looked it up. Why would he petition to fight someone ranked number 2? I was there for all of it. You had to look it up. When he announced that fight, I said, what the hell is he doing? And if I'm not mistaken, that night, when he fought Abney Yildirim, Aztec, that night, that same night, I think Anthony Durrell was fighting somewhere else. And all we were saying was, they're in the same weight class. We would have taken Anthony Durrell rather than Abney Yildirim. Why are you petitioning to fight Abney Yildirim when Anthony Durrell was right there? He fought on the same night. Why? Did you look that up, Aztec? That's what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff, the internet is just going to give you what happened. They're going to tell you what road he took. In order to understand why it's fucked up, you got to come listen to us. All right, Benavidez lost a belt on the scale. So what? What does that have to do with anything that we're talking about right now? He lost his belt on the scale. Canelo popped dirty for clenbuterol. What does that have to do with what we're dealing with right now? What does that have to do with anything? I just told you, you said he was ranked number 2, but then at the same time, you said he activated his mandatory. So which one is it? Look, Yildirim was ranked number 2. You can't be ranked number 2 and then be a mandatory. What the hell? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's do this. Let's do this, Shower. Ay, yay. New York Times. Let's read this as a family, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read this as a family. WBC, Canelo Alvarez wasn't ordered to fight Abney Yildirim. He requested it. This was in 2020. Come on, bro. This is what I just said. They didn't tell him to do that. He requested it. And you just said he was ranked number 2. But he was his mandatory. This is what you said. This is what you said. And you can't tell me to switch back and forth. You're talking about losing belts on the scale and coke use. So I brought up clenbuterol. And I asked you, what does that have to do with what we're dealing with here? The answer is nothing. You know why? Because when it comes to Morell and when it comes to Benavidez, Canelo's not doing anything. Don't take my word for it. Go talk to Julio Cesar Chavez. Go talk to Juan Manuel Marquez. Go talk to Marco Antonio Barrera. Go talk to Eric Morales. Go talk to them. They don't like what he's doing. Don't talk to me. Talk to them and call them haters and say that they're mad because Canelo got $1 billion compared to them. But I'm looking at their body of work. I'm looking at what they've done. A lot of those guys fought each other. So what are we talking about here? You know what? You're talking about a whole bunch of nothing. You're a Canelo sympathizer, which is cool, but that don't fly here. Because all I asked this man to do is what I ask all fighters that I support or used to support, because I used to support this guy. I want them to fight clean and fight their contemporaries. How is that difficult? So if you don't think that Benavidez is his contemporary and you're cool with Abney Yildirim, then you're a fanatic of Canelo. You're not a supporter of the sport. And that's cool. But don't come here trying to make me see it your way and try to make it sound logical. You just said you just looked it up. You can't be ranked number 2 and be a mandatory. That can't happen. And this is the part where he's falling off the hinges. He says, okay, so I'm dumb because y'all think Canelo's scared of Benavidez. He hasn't fought him. He's made an excuse. Nah, I actually think you're dumb because nothing that we're saying is sinking in. You're reading the article. I just told you about this. And Shawa just dropped the article. You said that Yildirim activated his mandatory. That is a lie. Canelo requested it. The WBC didn't order it. He requested it. Canelo's not scared of Benavidez? Great. Prove me wrong. They haven't fought yet. If Benavidez loses against Morell, then they'll fight. If he looks bad in this win, then they'll fight. Until then, you can't prove me otherwise. He said the only thing Benavidez has to offer is an additional 20 pounds on fight night. Yeah, he is scared. He is trembling. When they sign to fight each other, when Canelo decides, okay, I stop being a beach and I'll fight him, you could come back here and we could talk about who wins. Fair enough? But right now you're being a baby because the article states right here, read it. Read it. Type it back. And see, this is the problem. There's no money in fighting Benavidez. Can you prove that? There was more money in fighting Berlanga? Yeah, for Berlanga, there was money in it. Let me ask you a question, Greg Terrible. Was there money in fighting Anthony Yildirim? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Canelo Alvarez isn't being ordered to fight a little-known Anthony Yildirim next for the vacant World Boxing Council super middleweight title. Instead, WBC President Mauricio Suleiman explained to the Athletic Commission this was what Alvarez wants. Let's highlight that. Thank you. The WBC Board of Governors voted 36-1 Tuesday morning to grant four-division Canelo Alvarez request for the mandatory contender Anthony Yildirim. Okay, so he wasn't mandatory. Mandatory, look, contender. Mandatory contender, Anthony Yildirim. They voted on that. They voted on that. Boom. Contender. Voted. He wasn't ordered. He requested it. Alvarez, thanks to his designation as a WBC middleweight franchise. There you go. There you go. Franchise champion beat out others who had sought to fight for the vacant. It's still early, y'all. For the vacant Friday by former champion David Benavidez. Want to read that again? Alvarez, thanks to his designation as a WBC middleweight franchise champion, beat out others who sought to fight for the belt vacated Friday by former champion David Benavidez. This includes WBA super middleweight champion Callum Smith and Benavidez himself, who came in nearly 3 pounds over the division's limit ahead of his bout with Roma Alexis Angulo last weekend. The information's right here. It's right here. Alvarez contacted the WBC and requested to fight Yildirim for the title that is absolutely one of the privileges, I like that, privileges he has in having the franchise designation. Once again, where is the franchise status right now? Where is it? David had the belt, lost it on the scales. Then Canelo aggressively pursues it, but wasn't pursuing him. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? How many times did Benavidez unify? What does that have to do with him not fighting him? And all of this is relevant. All of this is relevant to why Benavidez is fighting Morell with no belt on the line, but we're getting good boxing. Everything you're saying is irrelevant. You know why? I say Canelo has a better resume than a lot of these guys out here. You're late to the party, Aztec. But if this motherfucker is held on to this standard, why is he not fighting the best? Why didn't he fight? Okay, let's do this. Why didn't he fight Jamal Charlo in 2018, 2019? Why didn't he fight them? You want to play that? Let's play it. Jamal was next up. And next thing you know, there was a franchise status, which gives you special privilege. You can move up and down in weight, and you can never lose the status until Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez. Now, magically, the titles became transferable. Shocker. Shocker. So, Aztec, why didn't he fight Jamal Charlo? Anyone? Thank you, Hendog. How many times did Jaime Munguia unify? See, all of these things that you're doing, bro, it's been done. You're in the wrong place with this casual mind. You have this unconditional love for Canelo, and I get it, but it's not flying here because he's in a position where he could do whatever he wants. And heavy is a head that wears a crown. He can do whatever he wants, and what he doesn't want to do is fight David Benavidez. That's the truth. At one point, he didn't want to fight Jamal Charlo. They invented a status so he could duck Jamal Charlo. No. In 2018, 2019, whatever year that was when the franchise status was invented, he didn't have mental problems, bruh. I was here for that. You weren't. You know, I can prove you wasn't here. I can prove you wasn't here. I can prove you wasn't here. Now I know you wasn't here. Go to your channel. You joined YouTube in March 2014. Where's your comments? Where's your videos? Dating back then. Channel activity. You referred to David Benavidez and David Morell as two bums. Your channel is 10 years old. You're a Canelo fan. You're a Canelo fan. And that's cool. But those two bums are fighting each other, and Canelo wants no smoke. He don't even want smoke with William Scone. What is Canelo doing next, Aztec? Tell me. You're excited to see Canelo to do what next? Exactly. So no one's good enough to fight Canelo, but the names that are mentioned in the same sentence with him, they're not good enough either. Just go to his gym and watch him shadow box and rub oil on your chest. Okay? Thank you. So salute to everybody. Yeah, he could do whatever he wants. Exactly. This is a Spanish tank fan. There you go.
Whatever. I do what I want.
Not even gonna waste my time with that. You just expose yourself. That's what's wrong with boxing. There you go. So salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, Super Chat. If the gentleman was on, go over there and call him Drew Titan. It's an inside joke. Pep talk tonight. Love y'all. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. We talk boxing over here. And we don't entertain the fangirls. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.